Thank you to Alexander RHH for their generous donation on Patreon. If you would like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. Hello, everyone. My name is... Oh, nope, that's my regular fucking YouTube intro. Damn it. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. Welcome to all of the above. I'm Viv.
And I'm Caleb.
And welcome to me totally knowing what's going on. Totally. I have...
Totally coherent.
Yeah, definitely. It is September 23rd. This is the last episode of All the Above before I make the trip down to see Caleb, and we're gonna be there in person, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna record. We're gonna record two.
I'm just gonna say it. Hope it slips under the radar.
Yeah, it's a power of suggestion, but like with no subtlety. We're gonna be recording two of these in person, so that'll be nice and easy for me to edit, and it'll also hopefully I just want to see you, but I want to see my beautiful boy. I miss you, Caleb. Caleb, I miss you.
And on that same topic, in celebration and because fate allowed it, Kyle and I found a fun activity to do with you.
What, a circle jerk?
No, we have
Aw.
a dishwasher and fireworks. Dishwasher we no longer need.
Ha 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 ha!
And a box full of fireworks to get rid of.
Damn! We're not gonna get the cops called on us, are we?
No, we got a place we can go to that gets so bored that they set fires for themselves.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, man, I'm excited for this, man. Oh, God. I'm gonna be, less than a week, you know? I leave in 6 days.
Yep, I remember. 29th,
Yeah.
4:30, I have to pick you up at the station.
4:30?
4:30? Or is it 9:30?
Jesus. I got my ticket here. Let me pull it up. Is it my ticket or...
If I show up early, it's not like there isn't anything to do at Union Station.
No kidding. One of the many times I lost my virginity was in Union Station. I am supposed to arrive I'm supposed to arrive at Union Station, Kansas City. This is not at all setting up me getting kidnapped. I'm supposed to arrive there. My train's supposed to arrive at 9:40. But I will be texting you to let you know if we're running late or ahead of schedule, if that's at all possible.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you up to date. I'm leaving the house, my house here, exactly 12 hours to the hour that I'm supposed to be in Kansas. So that's fun. The real fun thing is going to be driving to Union Station on the following Thursday, a week and 2 days after that, because my train is supposed to leave at 8:15 a.m., which means we're going to be driving in rush hour into Casey Mo. Oh, God. And it's going to be
at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
7 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to get up at at least 6. It's man, I'm sorry in advance. I am sorry in advance. I actually have been meaning to ask you something for 3 fucking weeks, but every time we're supposed to do the show, I meant to bring it up. This is the 3rd week now, And I finally wrote it down as a reminder.
Finally,
So,
just took the note,
yeah.
decided it's in the
I
papers now.
Yeah, it is official. I am an idiot and I need to remind myself of the most basic of shit. Um so I don't know how willing you are to drive. I can
Mm.
compensate you for gas and time and with a blowy. But um uh Bree's favorite pizza place is in Ottawa.
Yeah, pizza
And
time. Yeah.
yeah, yes, you exactly. And I was originally planning on doing that on the day where my dad picks me up and basically he's going to show me his house that's on the other side of Ottawa from Kansas City. I won't say what town cuz I don't know. He's kind of private. But
Mm.
but he's going to be doing that with me on Friday, a full fucking week before, and that pizza ain't going to last that long. Um So I was hoping if I could compensate you, if you and I could take a road trip down to Ottawa, maybe on that Wednesday or that Tuesday, whatever would be most convenient. If we could go down there and buy a pizza for me to smuggle onto the train and bring back up to Bree. In exchange, I could pay for your gas, your meal. I'll buy you a fucking pizza, whatever.
Yeah, I can.
That-
That
That's cool
works.
with you? Awesome. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Cause I like she's missed her family and friends, but like I have heard most her missing that fucking pizza.
Oh yeah, because like fam. Not to sound weird, but family and friends you can call. You can communicate now over long distances. But
Yeah,
you
can't
leave
FaceTime a pizza.
those family restaurants you leave behind. There's no.
Yep. There's no substitute.
Mm,
Like I remember in my mind the best McDonald's exists in Emporia, Kansas, and it's totally for nostalgia reasons. Totally nostalgia reasons. Um, After church, sometimes I would go to church with this family, the Parks family. Every once in a while, they would take me and Aaron with them to go swimming in Emporia. And if it was cold, we'd go to the rec center. If it was warm, sometimes we'd go to the aquatic park. And after, and that was kind of rare, maybe every third Sunday they would do that.
yeah.
Even rarer, after that, we would go to McDonald's. And so I would be dehydrated, exhausted, just got done swimming. It's the end of the day. I'm with some people who are tolerating me and that I thought were my friends, but turns out they didn't really like me. Um, and then I would get free McDonald's, and it was the best shit in the world. The ice cream was always working, first of all, and it was always good. It was the first time I ever had the 2 cheeseburgers. Fantastic. The fries were always warm and crisp and salty and delicious. Total nostalgia goggles, but that to me, the McDonald's by the Walmart just off of I-35 going through Emporia, Kansas, is the best McDonald's. And I've never been to a McDonald's that satisfied me near as much as those times were, and I never will because you can't beat nostalgia.
It's fair enough. It's the same reason I don't go to Burger King anymore.
Yeah.
As a kid, I lived out now it's a fucking like huge shopping center and like multi-million-dollar homes. But when I lived out there in the middle of podunk nowhere Olathe, for those who know it, this was back when the major thing out there was wheat farms.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah. I would we'd drive home, and the only thing in visible sight for miles was the highway and a single Burger King in the middle of a field.
Oh, oh, that's nice.
And it had the best meat. It was much better than all the other Burger Kings.
Oh man.
And it's
See, and
still there, and I go to it every once in a while.
we should go there when I'm down with you. I'll buy you Burger King. There we
I'll
go.
show you what I. You can see what I mean too, because I'm pretty sure you've been in that area, but I've never pointed out that that's where I used to live.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I'd like to see that. I would really like to see that. Oh man. Well, as much as I'd like to continue, and there is something that I do find kind of funny that I would like to show you. If we continue doing sidetracks, we're never going to get to the game that we planned out and we've been working on. Do you want me to try to abridge what I was gonna say?
Sure.
Okay. So I have this fucking radically left friend. Like my political spectrum, I am on the left. Not for every issue, but on average, I'm pretty
like
fucking
when you
left.
say radical left, all I'm thinking of is like, wow, that's like really far.
Oh yeah, like this dude, like he sees anyone that isn't Bernie Sanders or left as being really a Republican. Like that's
Oh,
this dude. Yeah, he is hardcore Bernie or bust. And like I supported Bernie. I would have preferred Bernie over Biden, but considering the opposition, I really don't like Trump. I dislike Trump more than I dislike Biden. I like Biden more than I dislike Trump. So I'm kind of in the vote blue no matter who category. Not as a rule, but just for this election. Because I'm much more about the person, not the party. This isn't about me, though. This dude gets on Facebook all the time and posts just like belligerently like, fuck you for trying to tell me what to vote for. He has to earn my vote. This bastard. And like he goes off. And usually I don't even, I'll read it and then scroll past, roll my eyes, do whatever. But he finally said something that I needed to know why he said it. He made the claim that the last true Democrat to ever be elected to the presidency was Jimmy Carter.
So
and
never heard that one before.
Yeah, and I've been studying president history, as you know, for a very long time. I'm on my 12th year. Like, if I was in college for this whole time, I'd have a fucking PhD at this point in presidential history. I am a nerd for it. And so I needed to know what in the hell he was talking about, because for those who don't know, since Jimmy Carter was elected in 1977, he has been succeeded by two other Democratic presidents, those being Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. And so I was thinking, oh, maybe he just thinks that Clinton and Obama were too conservative. I would understand that. I don't agree with it. More so for Obama. I think Clinton was pretty fucking conservative, but he was not a Republican. But I wanted to know his argument, not because I just wanted to know. And so I asked him for his reasoning, and he gave me this like, you asked for it, and I forgot about it. And then hours later, he sent me a novel, his abridged history of American politics since 1980. And he barely even mentions the Bushes, which is weird, but he just rips Clinton, Obama, and Reagan new assholes. And I'm like, okay, so that was entertaining, but what the fuck is your point? Like what makes a Democratic platform? And also, do you think Biden's going to win? Because I was curious. And he starts getting mad at me. He starts responding as if I'm making all these arguments that I'm pro-Biden, that I'm all these other things. He's saying responses as if I were ridiculing him for his beliefs. And as you know, Caleb, there are few things that piss me off more than when someone puts words into my mouth. Apples.
Very true.
Like, there have only been a few occasions in which our friendship nearly came to an end. Apples was one of them. Because I was never... I have rarely been more angry with a group of people that I would still call my friends than in that day. But so I told him, I'm like, look, I'm more than willing to discuss politics with you. I'll debate with you. I won't take shit personally. I understand differences of opinion, yada yada. But don't fucking tell me what I think. And if you're gonna talk to me about stuff, actually respond to the things I say. Because up until that point in the conversation, the only political view I had actually expressed was agreeing with him when he said that Biden was an establishment puppet, which I agree with.
Mm.
So, like, why are you getting fucking mad at me? So, it goes back and forth of me basically asking him to define a Democratic platform. Because only when you do that can you decide what a quote-unquote true Democrat is.
Yeah, that's the whole crux of you asking, trying to figure
Yeah.
out.
That's what I asked him to explain, and he keeps responding with telling me that Ronald Reagan was so bad and NAFTA was bad, and he would respond with, well, they did this, therefore they're not it. I'm like, okay, that's your viewpoint, I understand, but what would they have to think? What would they have to have actually done to qualify? All you're telling me is what doesn't qualify. That's not an argument. That's just trimming the tree.
I don't want to reverse engineer your goddamn ideas to figure it out. Just tell me.
Yeah. And so this went back and forth for a little while, and then finally he was just like, look, you can fucking put together what I think a Democrat is. I'm tired. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm like, we haven't even started talking about it. But it's so that was just a weird fucking thing, because as a student of history, I really want people to be educated on it, and to, maybe Clinton and Obama were more right than you'd like them to be, but they weren't Republicans. Out of the three, Carter, Clinton, and Obama, Carter was way more conservative than either of them. Granted, he had 20 years of stuff between the two, between them and the other presidencies. A 1970s Democrat is not the same as a Democrat in 2008.
Yeah.
But still, Carter deregulated the oil industry. He deregulated the airplane industry. He constantly meddled in foreign affairs he had nothing to do with, which led to the Iranian hostage situation. He basically blamed the American people for not fixing the energy crisis, which he did nothing to help other than establish the Department of Energy. Oh, big fucking whoop. Like, this dude was all about deregulation and world policing, and that's your Democrat? Are you kidding me? He's a good guy. He's done a lot of work for charity. He won a Nobel Peace Prize, for fuck's sake, for his charitable contribution.
He's the Humanity?
I don't know about that. He's the founder of the Carter Foundation. I don't know his involvement with Habitat for Humanity. I know he's involved in it.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is 90 something. He is the longest lived president in history. And he's building houses for poor people. Like, just button up his shirt and getting a fucking hammer out. 90 years old. I'm 25. That shit would break my back if I even tried it. And he's 90 and still doing it. So yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad dude or anything, but fuck, he's not an establishment Democrat. The congressional Democrats of his time hated him so much that they browbeat him into playing ball and then got rid of him as soon as they could. So, in my opinion, the last Democrat that was established, that was voted into the presidency that wasn't as moderate as they could manage to be, because that's basically how you win in a presidential election, is being moderate as fuck, unless you're Trump, was FDR. And he was a New York banker and was borderline socialist. So... yeah, and so if you have to go back to 1932 to find a fucking person that satisfies your standards, maybe evaluate your fucking standards. Anyway, I've been going on with
your 12 years from that being 100 years ago.
Yeah, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, So that was just something that fucking happened, and oy.
Oh, you gotta love them. That's why I'm like, when I see those people on my Facebook feeds or Twitter, I'm just like, don't ask. Uh, I
Yeah.
want to know, but I can't afford to know.
Yeah, because even if someone disagrees with me, I'm more than willing to hear them out. Because if they're willing to explain themselves, explain their reasoning, they might know something or might introduce me to a perspective I never was aware of, and that could better educate me. It's a possibility, no matter how radical the claim sounds at the time.
Hmm.
They could also be full of shit, and that would at least be entertaining. But
That
if you're just gonna rant at me and not present any arguments, that's why you got mad at me when I went off on congressional Republicans a few weeks back, because I wasn't making any points. I was just getting mad.
Yeah, sorry, that reminded me of uh, an example from the book I was telling you about. The
Mm-hmm.
character was describing someone. She's kind of weird. She'll just talk at you. She has a few good ones, like how the moon landing was faked by IBM to sell VCRs, and if you actually listen, it kind of makes sense.
Oh man, that is it's funny. It's funny, but yeah. Let's get to the game because we could go forever, and we have before, but
Yeah.
we worked on this one. Okay, so the story behind this game, very short story, I promise. I followed this channel called Wheezywaiter for a long time, and they put out a video where they took 50 questions from a list of like 300 and some fucking questions, and he and his wife took turns asking them of each other. Now, the way it works is it'll be a question. I'll give a sample, like, what's your favorite fucking M&M color? Okay. Um, you and I both have opinions on that. But it wouldn't be much of a fucking game if I just said, I like blue. And then you were like, I like green. And wow, we both win. Fuck no. Modern education. No. The game, it's like the Newlywed Game where I have to guess what you said. And if I get it right, I get a point. And then vice versa. The trick is that you're not guessing what is true. You're guessing what the other person is going to say is true. Now, you have to be honest, but memory does betray sometimes. So like, there are a few things like, remember, like, I don't know. We'll get to it, but yeah, we both said our honest answers to the next 50 questions. We're gonna get through as many of them as we can. And we're both trying to guess the other one's answer. That's basically it.
Mm.
I will keep track of points. If you want to double check me, feel free to as well. And so let's alternate like we usually do. You got your answers pulled up,
Yep.
Caleb? All right.
We did.
We got our answers ahead of time so that we weren't trying to figure the shit out in the meantime. That would have been bad. All right, so I'll go first. The first question is, what was the name of my elementary school? Keep in mind, everyone out there trying to hack into our bank accounts, this is an uncommon but not unlikely question. My guess for you, I said Hope Lutheran Church and School.
Technically half correct.
Half correct.
I went to 2 schools halfway through elementary.
Yeah, so did I. So we have 2 different possible answers, but it was a valid answer. So you say
It was a valid answer, yes.
Okay, I got a point. Cool. Mine is really easy, so you better get this fucking thing right. So what is yours for me?
Gonna go with Admire Elementary.
You got it. The name of my hometown elementary school.
I remember I was like picturing it back, and I was like, I don't remember it being named after anyone.
Yeah, it wasn't. It actually, funnily enough, is because the town is named after a baseball player whose last name was Admire. That's why it's said like that. So technically, it's named after someone, but no, I'm not going to pull a Kyle on you. You got the point. All right. The second question, you'll go first on this one. The second question, do you have the questions written down?
Yeah. I have,
Okay, so
I have them on Discord right now.
nice. All right. So number 2.
Ooh,
You go ahead and read it.
Number 2. What was my favorite restaurant as a child? So I'm gonna go for broke and say it's the same one we went to, and it's Pizza Ranch.
Correct. Pizza
Yes.
Ranch was my favorite. I would have also accepted Golden Corral, but that was really far before, and they closed by the time that they were there. But yeah, Pizza Ranch, I liked them more than Golden Corral. So you win. My guess for you, kind of helped by the story you just told, but it's not a guarantee. I put Burger King because I don't remember you talking about childhood restaurants.
Sadly, no. It was Mio Ranchito before it became a chain.
Ah, damn. All right, you're ahead of me now. We're 2-1. Question number 3. What was the name of my first pet? I was at a bit of a struggle with this one because I only know the only dog I know the name of as far back for you is the first dog I ever met you had was Calvin.
And I had a dog before that, Simon.
Fuck. All right, I lost that point. Simon. All right. What your guess?
Trying to remember. I remember the story about him or her. I remember you had a dog that was an outside dog.
Yeah, you got it.
What? Buster?
Nope, not Buster. My first dog's name was Minnie.
No, I was like going through my head and I was like, was it an M? And I was like, no. 'Cause I was,
Yep, my brother named my first dog after Minnie Mouse because he was watching a Mickey and Minnie cartoon at the time.
oh,
That's why later on we had another dog and we named her Mickey.
ironically, when I was super little, they weren't mine, but they were my cousins at the same house. We had Daffy and Donald,
Aww,
two ducks.
that's nice. All right, let's move on to number 4, Caleb.
All right. What? Dang it. Discord deciding to jump ahead.
Do you want me to read the questions?
No, I got it. What was
Okay.
my favorite childhood or my favorite TV show growing up? Childhood TV show. It's the same diff. Gotta remember, or that you didn't have all the same channels I did, and
Yeah, I had like none of the channels that you did. I thought you
I'm
said
gonna
you
go
wrote down
with-
your answers, man. Why are you trying to guess?
oh, my answer. I wrote down the ones for me because I was trying to figure it out.
Oh, I wrote down my guesses for you and my answers.
Uh,
All right, what's your guess?
I'm gonna go with the safe roll Yu-Gi-Oh, or not Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh was what I was. No,
It's neither of those.
damn.
It is
I
MASH.
got 2 shots and I still missed.
Yeah, is MASH. MASH was my favorite show growing up.
Fuck. I thought it was your favorite show in high school. Well, that would make sense.
Nah.
You watched it as a kid.
Yeah, I watched it way earlier. I watched it at least in elementary. My guess for you, I had no idea. I Hail Married it based on the fact that you and I watched an episode once. I guessed Hey Arnold.
Nope.
Damn it.
Ed, and Eddie.
Ah, that's a great fun. Ah, I love that show. That's nice. Number 5. What is the one place I have traveled to that I would like to visit again? It's a place that we specifically have already been to that we want to go back to. I guessed for you Chicago because now you'd get to see me as well, and I won't call you slow.
Oh. Okay, this is going to sound jerky, but the answer was no.
Ah, sadness. What is it?
Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
One of the few major towns I've been to, but I didn't get to do anything. I was there for a pit stop and
Same. I had a pit stop in Vegas too. I didn't even leave the airport. They had so many slot machines in the airport.
Yeah, like
Like,
Jesus.
Jesus. What's your guess,
walk around
man?
the airport for an hour.
Right.
That's about it.
Oh man, I didn't even have that long. I had to run basically to get to my fucking flight, and then it was late, so I ran for nothing. But anyway, what's your guess?
I'll do the same kind of thought process.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, so you can visit me.
Aw, that's so nice. But considering it's
so
not that.
wrong.
It's not that.
Yes, I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah. It probably would be you. It would not you. Okay, let me rephrase that. It probably would be Kansas City if I didn't know that that I'm doing it really soon, or that I didn't know I could basically do it anytime I wanted to now. But I wrote California because I've only been there once and I was miserable. I was unmedicated. I didn't have proper support system. But now I have friends there that I've gotten to know over the years that I'd like to see again. And yeah, so California.
Which makes sense given your stories.
Yeah.
You didn't even get to go to the fun parts of California.
Nah, I was in a fucking cabin for a month. With no internet, barely one phone line, no cell service. I was almost in a threesome, but that didn't happen.
That's a weird / morbid thought. That cabin's probably gone now.
Probably. And an even more morbid thought. I was in that cabin filming a movie about a guy who brings people to a cabin in the woods to kill them. So,
proper slasher stuff.
Yeah, I slept with my fucking doors locked. What's the next one is number 6.
What is one food I could not live without?
I feel yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Your guess. I'm sorry.
Gonna say fried chicken.
Man, that is really close, but I'm trying to move away from fried chicken right now. So it's
true.
Actually not.
It calls you.
Oh God, it does. But you know what? It is not. That is not the answer I wrote down. I actually wrote down eggs.
Eggs. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially trying to lose weight. It's just such an easy meal.
Yeah. I mean, I ate eggs and bacon and toast today. I ate way too many of them, and I still was well within my calorie amount for today. Like, it's nuts. But yeah, if I just ate like a normal fucking person, just like 2 eggs over easy, yeah, I could have that like 12 times in a day, and the worst thing would be the diarrhea. Like, it's ridiculous. I could also make the shit ass argument that I'm not making. is that eggs are basically in everything.
That's true.
But no, the main thing is they're healthy, they're easy, and I'm oddly good at making eggs. My guess for you is unfortunate because in the time that I've known you, I haven't paid much attention to your eating habits, unfortunately. Um, so I wrote down.
That's an odd statement.
Well, it's I don't know. Whenever we would get together, the majority of the times we would get together, we would get food from a gas station, and if it was a really good day, we'd go to Waffle House. Neither of these things are very, very
Yeah,
representative. So, I just wrote down steak because I remember you being very upset at the fact that I had never had a steak before you finally got me one.
That is incorrect, though I would probably guess that for Kyle now,
Yeah.
but tacos.
Tacos. That's
I
a
have
great
a,
answer.
I have a deep, deep love for tacos.
Nice. Very good answer. Very good. Versatile food. Very versatile. You can make them healthy. You can make them for breakfast. Ah, God. Number 7. Who?
I'm sorry, it's a
Go ahead.
sidetrack, but
Uh-huh.
I want to point out hot dogs are not a sandwich, they're just American tacos. And you
Yeah.
can't.
Totally agree. I also think Pop-Tarts are ravioli.
Yeah?
Yep. And cereal is soup.
I'd say stew, because you eat it more for what's in it than the liquid.
I do that with soup.
Yeah, but that's the difference between soup and stew.
Well,
Is
chicken
what
noodle
the main
soup.
part of the meal is.
Chicken noodle
Well,
soup. You
fair.
can't say that the main part is the
That it's
broth.
The broth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Main part is the chicken and the noodles, brother.
Mm.
Also, butt is legs.
Yeah,
Yep.
your ass is still a part of your legs.
Yep.
I can get behind that.
Nice. Next question, number 7. Who is the pickier eater between the two of us? My guess is that
gonna-
you. What?
Oh, you
I.
go,
Yeah.
because you asked the question.
Yeah. My guess is that you said it was me.
You are correct.
Yay!
I'm going to say that you also said it was you.
Yeah, you did. I did. Yeah. Because you are many things, but picky is not one of them. I, on the other hand, oh.
I was watching one of those fucking like TLC 90 Day Fiancés and just watching like this girl pretend to eat this family food, and I'm like, why? Just eat it. It looks good. Just suck it up.
Oh man. All right, Caleb, read number 8.
What is your go-to movie theater food, snack, whatever you want to call that?
Yeah, because we're not talking like one of those fancy ass theaters where you can order fucking filet mignon and shit. This is a snack stand.
See, that was my question. Was like, this is just the traditional, like I could get it anywhere, or is it like the one that might have a fryer?
I'm talking standard, like standard snacks, candy, soda, that type of thing. No,
Okay.
no steak tartare.
Okay. Then I have 2 answers. I have one for the theater I go to, and just my general.
Yeah. All right. What's your guess for me?
I'm
Hmm.
gonna say soda and popcorn, like the basic, because one, I don't think you're the type to drop the kind of money you need to for snack stand, especially theater food
Yeah.
money. Like,
Yeah.
my God, that's like another 4 tickets.
Yeah. No shit.
So I'm gonna say the basic soda and a popcorn.
Incorrect. Your logic is sound, but I sneak my food in if I'm getting it, or someone else is buying it for me. But within the bounds of the snack counter, my go-to theater snack is Reese's Pieces.
That's a good choice.
It is. Goddamn, I love it. Swedish Fish have been making a run for it, but Reese's Pieces will never be dethroned for me.
That's why I like the drive-in around here. It's because you don't have
Yeah.
to sneak anything in, so you can just bring a cooler of.
Yeah. Oh god, I remember I went to the drive-in near your house once, and I witnessed an air guitar tournament, and one guy got almost disqualified for doing an air keyboard at the beginning of his song. And they ripped this guy a new asshole. They were about to kick his ass. They're like, "You came in here and you're gonna do a keyboard? This is an air. You have messed with the integrity of the air guitar competition." Like these drunk redneck motherfuckers. The kid was like 12, and they were about to rip his skin off for doing a keyboard at the beginning of like. I don't remember what song it was, but the song starts with a fucking keyboard.
He knew what he signed up for.
I hope so. Jesus
For
Christ.
those that don't know, the drive-in is like right next to the train tracks and very much into blue to no collar work territory.
Oh yeah, no collar, no sleeve, like no shoes, no shirt, no shit, because that's the area. Oh god. My guess for you, because I just guessed normal snack counter. I guessed straight up popcorn because I guess popcorn.
You would be correct.
Hey!
The fancy one is chili cheese fries.
Chili cheese. I can't get around eating something that requires precision grabbing in the dark. Unless you eat it with a fork.
Use a fork.
You eat fries with a fork, you fucking common. I quit! I'm fucking done.
Chili cheese fries with the fork is how it was meant to be eaten. That's some soupy chili, some nacho cheese, and it soaks in and it is delicious. You get the crunch of any part that wasn't touched, and the rest is just goopy potatoes. It is perfect.
I will concede that if you concede that dipping fries in a Frosty is the superior way to eat Wendy's fries.
Of course. Like, who doesn't
think
that?
Okay, we are in agreement and we can move on peacefully.
No, except the new Wendy's fries. Like,
there's
like
new fries?
No. Yeah, like the natural cut.
Oh.
Now I'll get fucking McDonald's fries just to dip them in a Frosty because I miss the old fries.
I love McDonald's. McDonald's fries are my favorite fast food fries, unless you count curly fries, in which case I have to give it to specifically Jack in the Box curly fries. Arby's is good with the curly fries, but they cook them for too long. Jack in the Box does it just enough. Everything else at Jack in the Box is kind of shit.
Jack in the Box, McDonald's for normal fries, and Backyard Burger for waffle fries.
I have never been to a Backyard Burger.
If I can find one while you're here, we will go and you can see.
Hell yeah, because I remember Dan was super enthused to take me to a Smash Burger, and
they're okay. Like,
yeah, I wish I could get my money back. Like that. It was bland. Like, oh, Smash Burger, whoop-de fuck. I don't fucking care. Like, I would much rather go to a Five Guys. Like, Five Guys, in my opinion, has the best fast food grilled cheese sandwich.
And it feels like you're not getting ripped off either.
Because it's like $1, and it tastes like $1 grilled cheese sandwich.
But then you can, and it just blows my mind because I'm like, oh, they're serving grilled cheese here. Oh, let's see how much. How the fuck is your grilled cheese $4? It's 2 pieces of white bread and fucking Kraft cheese. Like,
Yeah, it's like Velveeta. Like, what the fuck? But they make up for it by giving you a pound of fucking fries.
yeah, and free e-peanuts. Like, I
Oh
always
yeah.
get like 2 or 3 scoops of.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just free food. You just wasted it if you ain't getting it.
Exactly. It's like ordering delivery Five Guys is like ordering delivery Red Robin. Like these places have unlimited things, but you're capping your limitedness. Like right now it's kind of understandable because of the fucking coronavirus, but like
Hmm.
if before you had to order delivery, you were getting delivery like Uber Eats or Grubhub from fucking. Oh, I ain't getting I'm getting a fucking scam call. Whatever. Can you hear me at least?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well then this fucker, they can go fuck. I'll just deal with the beeping for a little bit. That's whatever. But but no. If you were getting fucking Grubhub or Uber Eats from fucking Five Guys or Red Robin or Fazoli's or anywhere that offers like unlimited shit, you're a fucking idiot. Like that's only understandable now with the health thing, but otherwise, what the fuck are you
Once
doing?
things open back up, shame. If you're ordering for
Yeah.
delivery, shame. Just go there.
Yeah, it's like ordering buffet food for delivery. Like that isn't the
Which
good
is just
food.
sad.
Yeah, that's the food that's meant to be eaten in bulk, so it's not the best. Cuz you don't go there for good food, you go there for a lot of fucking food. If you want good food, you go to
there
a
'cause
place.
it's cheap and you're hungry.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyway, um this is the kind of discussions that I can get behind us going a long time about because this isn't political, but it's just as controversial. Um
It's
uh
true. I know
yeah.
some people who'd fight me if I told them they couldn't. That ordering Red Robin delivery was blasphemous.
Yeah. Like I've done it once during the pandemic only. But as soon as I ran out of fries, I got that urge to be like, all right, let's get some more. And then I realized I was in my fucking bed and I was sad. And that sadness I did to myself. I own that sadness. That was my sadness.
It always feels like I'm eating leftovers. Like, no matter
Yeah.
if I ordered it to me, like, even if it's hot, it feels like, oh, this is leftovers.
Yeah. It just, man. No. Next question. Number 9. What was the first video game we played together? This is what I meant earlier by like memory can betray, because
Yeah.
this is a definite truth. There is a factual first game. This is not an opinion, but we might not remember what it is. I believe that we both remember it. So I think we're both fortunate here because I know what it is. I guess that you said Super Smash Brothers.
Correct.
Yay!
And I'll guess the same thing. Super
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, correct. Specifically Super Smash Brothers Brawl, but I'm not going to penalize you for that. That was the first time we ever hung out together. It was you, me, Nate, and Dan in Nate's basement. And yeah, that was a fun time, brother. Whenever Nate and Dan weren't dry humping each other, we had a good time.
We're dry humping or mad at me.
Yeah.
That was the 2 moods of that day.
Pretty much. Right. That moves on us to number 10. Go ahead and read number 10, Caleb.
What is my shoe size?
Yeah, again, definite answer, but you have to give a guess here.
See,
Based on
you
memory.
got some fucking paddles as feet.
Yeah. I will say, because you have to formulate your guess here, there was a big difference that happened in my life that changed my shoe size. Not my foot size, but my shoe size, because when I had to do physical labor for a living, I needed bigger shoes than were actually necessary to accommodate for my ingrown toenail.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a homemaker, I don't need those biggest shoes. So my shoe size now is my actual shoe size, my actual foot fit shoe size. So they're still large, but they're not the what the fuck, why aren't you in a circus level that they were back when I fucking was laying unconscious on the floor of the radio station while you and James laughed at me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the one I remember, I'm going down a size from the one I remember, so I'm gonna go with 16.
Nope. My actual shoe size is 14 wide.
Man, motherfucker, you went up to 17 because I remember that.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. And when I was walking every day and doing hard labor, I needed that big. Otherwise, I'd fucking get home and have to peel my sock off because it'd be covered in blood.
I needed to go down like 3 sizes.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a very specific size too.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't wear any old normal shoe size.
Uh-oh. Well, my guess is not that specific. Shit, I don't know. I just guessed 11 wide.
You're off by 2 inches. 13 and a half wide.
13 and a half wide. Damn. We almost have the same shoe size. Never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that.
Same with Kyle. Me and Kyle can share shoes.
Wow.
Something I keep forgetting.
And if it's sandals, I could probably share shoes with you.
Yeah, I learned that because the year we invited everyone to the float trip, Kyle and I got like blackout wasted on in the water. I only remember certain things, and it was a 6-hour float trip.
Jesus Christ.
But one of which was we got left behind. Only one of us had swim shoes. So we traded shoes. And I carried him downriver because we had to walk. As other drunk college students cheered us on.
Oh, man. I'm so happy you guys have each other.
I'm just sad you couldn't come. That would have been weirder.
It would, yeah. You could, better or worse? I don't know. Weirder? Definitely. Oh, man. All right. What the fuck is that? Okay, the next one. Number 11. Have I ever broken a bone? I wanted to ask for clarification on this. It is a scientific fact that if you are alive for even a short amount of time, you have probably mangled the shit out of your baby toes.
Yeah.
Do we count those?
No. I'd say you need a cast.
Okay, so a broken bone that requires a cast or some other kind of necessary, like,
medical apparatus.
Yeah. My guess for you is that you have.
You are incorrect. I've done so many stupid things, but never once has my bones given out on me.
Damn. Good job, man.
I'm going to say, yes, you have.
Incorrect. Other than my baby toes, the worst I've ever had was a sprained thumb.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Because I know you've done just about the same to break some shit.
Oh, yeah. Like, bruised bones, sprained bones, sure, but broken? Nope.
I still remember dropping the pallet on your foot accidentally.
Oh, that was not you. It was the other fucker. The other fucker dropped the pallet on my toe. I don't remember his name. It was Vape Douche. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
he dropped the pallet on my toe, and it came out of the socket, and I had to shove my toe back into socket, and
But dislocated does not equal broken.
Exactly. That fucker disappeared so fast. And he's lucky he fucking did, because I was on one foot, but I would have whooped him until he had a new fucking name.
I must have been the one who jacked it back up then, because I remember handling it.
You were, yeah. No, Kyle jacked it up, because I remember him being like, because no one could freak out like Kyle. But you were there because it was a big ass makeup display. So you were.
Oh, I had the other pallet.
Yeah. So you were there. But
I remember now. There's two pallets, and I got there first and dropped it, and I was waiting on you guys to drop yours.
Yeah, and I was positioning it, and I mistakenly had some of my toes underneath the pallet because I thought it was still moving, and then Vape Douche just waddles over, fucking drops it, and then fucking runs off.
Because we were standing there everyone got their feet clear of the first one. Good.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, every week working at that Walmart, I was injured. Every week, a new fucking injury. It was nuts. Good thing they didn't count absent days. They said they did, but they did not count them.
No. Because no one else wanted to do that job. They weren't going to fire us for no particular reason.
Yeah. Like, hell, when I turned in my notice saying that I was quitting, the guy was like, shit, now I've got one person here. And I was like, not my fucking problem. Bye. Oh, man. Number 12.
Number 12. Set down the list. Number 12. If I could open up a business, what would it be?
Yes.
You could open up a business. I would say I feel like you're more of a bookstore lounge kind of dude.
A bookstore lounge kind of dude, huh?
Someplace people feel safe to just sit there and hang out.
Without
buying anything or.
That is something I would be interested in operating, but it is not my dream business. My dream business would be an animation and or video game production studio. To get a bunch of creative minds together to produce animation and or video games. That is my fucking... I'm moist. My mind process was very similar to yours with your guess. Was I guessed for you that it was a gaming lounge.
It's correct.
Hey, nice. I'm in the lead.
I don't like the ones around here.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm in the lead, 5-4. We're many questions in, but 5-4. Sounds like we need to have more conversations, Caleb.
I was about to say. I was like, if that's a dig at me, I'm 1 point behind. Hey.
Oh yeah, no. This is both of us. This is both of us. Number 13. Jesus. Number 13.
And that's my answer.
What is something that makes me nervous? Is your answer Jesus?
No, but it very much could be.
No, that's not my guess. My guess for you is public speaking.
yes, but not what I wrote down. Like, it's not a nervous as in I don't like it. It's like
Okay,
a
then. Meh.
jitters. Like,
I'll
once
take
I
the
settle in,
I'll take the L on that one.
it would be heights. Heights make me
Ah,
very
fucking
nervous and uncomfortable.
yeah. That honestly should be what I wrote down, but it's not because I hate heights, dude.
See, I my guess was because I dug deep to remember this
Oh boy.
is cats.
Oh, that is that cats do make me scared.
Not
Not
nervous.
nervous. No, like I'm not gonna be like, oh god, there's a cat there. I'm worried about that. I put singing publicly,
Ah,
even for like karaoke where everyone's drunk and will cheer at anything. I'm still like, oh god, I gotta make sure I don't voice crack and my breathing and the like it's
I get that.
That was the
When we
genesis of
go
D and
to
D night.
yeah, when we go to karaoke now, the bar has private rooms for pretty cheap that we usually get for the same reason.
Oh man, I didn't know there was a private karaoke bar down there.
Yep, it's off key.
Well, maybe one of the nights you, me, and Kyle, and if we can get Sam or maybe one of your other friends, whatever, I think that'd be a fun time. I'd be much
Yeah,
more comfortable singing in front of y'all.
but yeah, it's off key. And it's a karaoke bar, and then directly next to it is a vintage game bar.
Nice, man. We're making all kinds of plans. Man, if only I could extend my ticket. I'll just have to come down again sometime soon.
Just gives you a reason.
Oh, there's always a reason if you're there.
Oh,
Yeah. Moving swiftly along.
all right.
Number
This
14.
this one's hard for me. Even
Same.
like
Same.
I got a guess, but you are not a movie dude, so
Yeah, and I haven't seen because I'm not a movie dude. I haven't watched the many movies around you, so I don't know. I have a guess
name a
though.
movie I could watch over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the original Willy Wonka for you. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I do love that movie, but it is not what I wrote down.
Dang it.
The one I
I
wrote
was
down.
hoping your love of Gene Wilder
Oh god,
would
it is a
win over.
it like if there were a choice of movies and that was among them, it is likely to be chosen. But I could not sit through fucking Willy Wonka over and over again. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the movie I wrote down was The Road to El Dorado.
Uh, that is also a very good guess because I love the songs in that movie.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And that logic is what brought me to my guess for you, which is The Prince of Egypt.
Ah, also very good guess. Movie you wouldn't really think would make sense either, but it is
Yeah.
not true.
Ah.
Mine is Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Hot
It's a
Fuzz.
it is a it's a part of the Cornell trilogy for those who know what that is, and it's um it's a police comedy with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Huh.
And ironically, as a British movie, it was rated as the best movie to demonstrate actual police work.
I remember that was a praise that a 1970 show called Barney Miller got a lot of credit for because the show was basically almost entirely set in the police station. So very rarely did we get a glimpse of them actually doing much other than paperwork and interviewing like people and talking to various citizens and dealing with bureaucracy and shit. And they were like, yeah, that doesn't dramatize it, romanticize it. It's the doldrums of police work. Go to Barney Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
That movie is also where the meme "the greater good" comes from.
The greater good. I don't know a meme about
the greater good.
Huh.
It's like a whole bunch of people in cloaks just saying the greater good.
Okay. Number 15. This one I feel like was deceptively easy. What is something I wish we could do more? Something that I wish you and I could do more. And my guess for you was quite simply hanging out in person.
Yep.
Yay!
And I said about the same thing, hanging out in person.
Yeah, I wrote specifically in-person D&D, but yeah, hanging out in person.
Same! I had in-person / tabletop.
Yeah! Nice!
But I didn't know how specific he wanted to make this.
It works, man. It works. I point for both of us. We miss each other. Goo. Number 16, Caleb.
What is your favorite color?
Nice, nice.
For you, I said... Are we getting specific or just like...
I'll accept like an overall, like it doesn't have to be a specific shade, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't say like green and you'd be like, right, it's turquoise.
No, like that'd be fun.
I said blue.
Correct. It didn't used to be.
It's baby blue or sky blue is the specific color.
No, I won't dock you, but that's not it. It's navy blue, actually.
Dang, I went light when I should have gone dark.
Yeah. For the longest time, my favorite color was emerald green. And then for a while, it was black. But now blue is kind of edged its way in there. So that's my top 3 right now. For you, I had no fucking idea. No clue. I'm pretty sure it's fucking obvious as shit. I went with purple.
You're correct.
Whoa! Holy shit! So I just was like, I could picture you in like a purple pinstripe suit, and you look amazing.
Yep, my favorite color is royal purple or harlequin purple.
That's awesome! Oh man, I'm so happy that my instincts were right. I didn't just pull that out of nowhere. I was just thinking, oh, that's nice. Oh, I feel giddy. Number 17. This question has the potential to be potentially insulting. Who would I
say I did choose based off of my current body type, not...
Okay, same. And also, I know I have aspirations to be an actor, but I did not pick myself because that would be a little too fucking... Yeah.
In a documentary about me, I am me.
Yeah. The question is, who would I pick to play me in a movie? So for you, despite the racial difference, I picked Gabriel Iglesias.
That was actually one of the two I was debating on.
Oh, so I was close.
But we're not doing half points, so...
Nope, no half points. So who is it?
Nick Frost.
Nick
Again.
Frost. Oh, man. Very nice.
I think he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
And I feel like we look vaguely close enough, like if we're at a distance.
Yeah. If he was younger than he is now, I would have picked Jack Black for you. because like young Jack Black and you have somewhat similar facial features,
Yeah.
but considering he's 50 years old now, no.
Is he?
Yeah, man.
I knew he was going gray, but I thought he just went gray early.
No, good old Jablinski Games is fucking old now. So what'd you guess for me?
See, this again stems back to I know you don't watch
Yeah.
many things with like what people would consider actual actors.
Ouch. But yeah.
I went with Ego Raptor as my guess.
I appreciate it, but no. I chose Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, I can actually see that too. He's
Thank you.
got the energy to do you too.
I wish. Anyway. Number 18, Caleb.
Number 18. Who do you call the most?
Quick distinction on this one. Are we including this podcast? Because we do this over the phone.
See, I went with no
Okay, good.
on this.
All right, so
Because I had the same thought while writing these down.
Yeah, so not including this. What is your guess?
I guessed Brie for you.
Incorrect.
Damn.
We text a lot, but rarely is it a phone call. The person other than you that I call the most is my brother Aaron.
See, he was third on my guess. My next guess was going to be your mom.
My mom would like it if I called her more, but I'm not touching that one. So my guess for you, was your sister.
Nope.
Who is it?
My mom.
That was my number 2 guess.
It's my mom and my grandma are the two people I call the most. Because they don't answer texts.
Next question is, what is my favorite ice cream color? Fuck me. My ice cream flavor.
That's some ghetto ice cream. When you only get ice cream color. It's not actually chocolate, but it's brown.
I wanted to ask a distinction on this one as well. For ice cream flavors, do you include like outside ingredients, like a candy or anything like that, as part of the flavor?
No, I didn't include toppings. This was hard because I was like, are we including like super niche ones? Like, if I write down like cherry Iglesias, is he gonna be mad?
So if we're going just like straight up flavor of the ice cream itself.
Yeah, I went basic. I could go to any ice cream shop and get this ice cream.
For you, I chose vanilla.
No, I'm not a vanilla dude.
Oh, really?
I'm a chocolate man.
Nice.
I guess strawberry. Like, not the type with the things in it, just the pink strawberry ice cream.
No, I can't stand strawberry of any kind. Like, the only strawberry thing I can handle is like this cereal bars I eat in the morning. They had that like vaguely strawberry flavor.
That you didn't like it, but I thought I remembered you saying it was a texture thing, not a flavor thing.
Flavor, texture, all that crap. I do not like strawberries.
Don't like them.
Nah.
Damn.
I also am a chocolate man.
Because what's not to love about a double chocolate?
Yeah. I like McDonald's. I like their vanilla, but like, yeah, fucking chocolate all the
But
way.
if they served chocolate ice cream, I would be getting that with my hot fudge sundae.
Oh, definitely. Number 20.
What is the weirdest thing I have eaten? I forget that these are aimed at me. Technically.
Yeah. So, but with this,
Yeah.
you're guessing what is the strangest thing that I have ever eaten, and then I'm guessing what your strangest thing ever eaten is.
Whatever was in our high school cafeteria.
Is that your legit guess?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
more of a jab at.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Like you say that when I first saw the lunchroom at Shawnee Mission North after being in the North Lyon County education system, it felt like I was in Shangri-La. I was like, there's more than one line. There's multiple options. This stuff actually like looks real. It was nuts. In North Lyon County, there was one line, there were no options, and 9 times out of 10, whatever you're eating looked like a gelatinous blob.
Yeah, I had a little bit of the opposite reaction because I came from private schooling into the public school.
Oh, you went down.
Yeah, because
Where's the steak tartare?
not to flex, but technically the dude who set up the menu and dishes was also an executive chef at a multi-million-dollar business.
Oh my. How bougie.
But my mom decided to make cuts in our general life for school.
Yeah.
That was her decision.
Yeah. What is your guess for the strangest thing I have ever eaten?
The strangest thing. See, these questions are always hard because like fair food exists, and
Yeah. I don't
which
go to.
can get pretty weird in the U.S.
It definitely can, but you also have to keep in mind, do I seem the adventurous type when it comes to food?
That's true. I'm gonna say Scrapple.
Ooh. You know what? That's a really good answer. I'm surprised I forgot it because I was struggling to find out what I wrote down the Harry Potter like any flavor beans, but that's not I you were more right than what I said. I'm gonna give you a point for that because Scrapple is
Yes.
a weird fucking thing to eat. More so than what I said.
'Cause it's one of those foods you kind of have to explain to people.
Yeah, it is. So, good job, man. Good job.
I remember us talking about it in the car, and you're like, "You know what I miss? I haven't had this in a long time."
Yeah. Oh man. My guess for you was the blended Happy Meal.
Okay, again, not what I wrote down, but I totally blanked out that I did that.
Do you think
I'm gonna
it's
give it to you.
Yeah. What had you written down?
It's not fried, a roasted scorpion on a stick.
Oh, nice.
Which, given to some places, that's not weird, but I feel like everywhere a McDonald's milkshake is weird.
Yeah. Nice. Do you want to go to 25 for this episode and then end it there, or do you want to try to book it all the way to 50? So we've been going for like, huh?
Oh yeah, it's an hour and 20 minutes. I say we cut off at 25.
Yeah. We'll do the rest when I'm there in person. Sorry, I'm really fucking excited. All right, God damn it, I'm really excited. All right, so we're gonna stop at 25. We are moving on now to number 21, and the question is: Do I still have my wisdom teeth? I guessed no for you.
Nope, I still got him.
Ah, damn.
Unlike most, actually weirdly, unlike most Americans, my jaw is actually large enough. My teeth grew in perfectly and they fit. They
Nice. Well,
don't displace anything.
lucky
And
you.
my dentist said that that is a genetic abnormality
It
because
is.
we were supposed to evolve past them.
Ooh, so
My
you're saying
ancestors did not get the memo that we don't need an extra set of molars.
dentist calling you a fucking genetic throwback? Yeah, that's not fucking cool.
Eh, he's a weird dude. I didn't take offense.
What's your guess for me?
I said, no, you're planning on getting them removed, but they are still in your head.
Ah, you remembered. You remembered literally 1 week ago when I blatantly.
I didn't. I didn't just black out and ignore you the whole time.
Honestly, I don't expect that of you, but I expect that of most people who talk to me.
It's so sad.
It's
Can't
sad,
stop
but
laughing.
yeah, it's sad, but it's true. Number 22, Caleb.
Number 22. If you got $10,000, what would you do with it?
I'm gonna
What would
say,
I do with it?
yeah,
Again, I keep forgetting.
the first thing you do, because there's a lot of things you can do with 10,000, but what is the first thing you would do?
Yeah. First thing you would do with it? See, this is the quandary that I had thinking about this for you. So I was like, I could see one, but then there's another one that I know you wanted to do as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the one that I feel like bothers you the most and say, get your ingrown toenails chopped out.
Ironically, no. That wasn't even in the list of things I considered.
Dang.
Uh,
The
they
other
don't.
one was
Mhm.
was upgrading your setup.
Ah, that is on the list, but that is not what I wrote down. The first thing I would do if I all of a sudden had an extra $10,000 is to put in a fence in my yard for Spoofy.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. As for you, uh, honestly, I went with the selfless route, and I said that the first thing you would do is help sort out some of the debts that you and your family have. Pay
Nope, I
off
went
some.
whole hog selfish.
All right, what'd you say?
A computer.
Ah, nice. Like that whole hog.
Whole
Um.
hog. Not saying I wouldn't do what you said. I just said that wouldn't be in my top three.
Nice. Number 23. Am I a sore loser? I guessed that you said that you are not a sore loser.
Yeah,
All right.
and my guess was the same. I've played with you. You're not a sore loser. We
Thank
played
you.
Monopoly with each other, and we still talk to each other. I think that's proven
That-
that we're not sore losers.
Yeah, that is a sign of true love, my friend.
Especially given Bree won.
Oh, yeah. 24.
24. Let me get the correct. I know what it says, but I want to say the correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst trouble I got in as a child? And I I caveated this as something we actually did, not something we were accused of, because I know we both had things like that in our childhood.
Yeah, yeah, and that is an important distinction. Also, another important distinction is a tangible punishment has to have been a part of this being the worst trouble because my dad especially liked to punish with guilt a lot, and that's not a tangible punishment, but like timeout, getting grounded, detention. Those are tangible punishments. But
Hmm.
because I would have said like the time I was very late home from hanging out at a friend's house and my dad and mom freaked out and were searching all over town. And then finally, when they came home and we were just sitting on the couch, when the guilting I got from that day made sure I've been punctual as fuck ever since then. That is what I would call the worst punishment I ever got, but that's not a tangible punishment because I didn't even get grounded for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what is your guess for me?
So the punishment thing made me think of like what was the worst punishment, but this is what we did to get the punishment.
Yeah.
I got thrown off. Um, the worst thing you did, I'd say get in a fight with your brother, who's strong.
That is not what I wrote down. Um and all the fights I ever had with my brother, I never actually got in trouble with them. I was forced to like apologize to him, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Damn it! But um, what actually is I got 4 days of in school suspension because I was attacked by other students.
Damn it! Right, you got jumped in the parking lot at Northern Heights. God damn it!
That is actually not
Forgot
what
about that.
that's not what I'm referring to, actually. There was no punishment came to me or to really anyone for that. Um, I also wasn't jumped because I went out there voluntarily. Um, this was we were walking home and it was Admire Elementary. I would say this was my fifth or sixth grade year. And some kids rode their bikes past where I was walking, right in front of the school. They went down to the nature trail that had these like big
Something hard
rocks.
not to do and admire.
Yeah, these
Drive
big,
in front of the school.
yeah, these big chunks of like ground up asphalt that they were using to pave the nature trail at the time, and other gravel rocks, whatever. And they were chucking them at me, and I actually got knocked out and was laying in a ditch for hours right in front of the school, and the school did nothing about it. But they did hear about it, and because I was technically involved in a fight, and that is true because I was there, I didn't do anything to deserve it, but I did not report the problem. It was all right in front of the school, and I got in trouble because I did not report it. And I was involved. I did not report that I was involved in a fight that was unsolicited and was totally one sided and did nothing to instigate it. But because I was involved in a fight and I didn't report it, 4 days in school suspension. And I'll tell you this, I did not want to go back after those 4 days of in school suspension. Sitting in one room, learning at my own pace, no one fucking bullying me, just I loved it. I fucking loved it. I didn't want to leave. I asked the secretary if I could come back. She kicked me out.
I always loved the fact that a punishment in the lower grades is essentially what learning is in college.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. My guess for the worst trouble you ever got in. I might be misremembering the story, but I wrote down simply kicked out of school.
No, no, I didn't. get in trouble for that.
Oh.
At least not from. I had already graduated that, and we didn't like that place, so it wasn't considered a punishment in my soul.
Ah, good.
Yeah, for the background on that, the how I am no longer welcomed in a certain religion. Not joking. I'm technically excommunicated.
Jesus.
So I became a Catholic to stick it to them.
I am sorry that I didn't keep this in mind when I held events at that same place.
You're fine. They didn't know, and
Yeah.
technically the school is a separate entity. They're just attached.
Oh, okay.
Like you, to get certain prices of the school, you have to go to the church a certain amount of times a year. But if you don't,
Okay.
you just have a different rate.
Yeah.
So we were mainly there because it made my school cheaper.
It's a good reason.
Um, yeah, and plus, I didn't really see the need because me thinking outside the boxes, every Wednesday we'd spend an hour in church. In actual school time, we'd go to the church and have just church as a school full activity. So I didn't feel the need to go on Sunday for another hour to the exact same church
Yeah, how much
to
indoctrination do you have to fucking get?
to hear the exact same sermon just with old people there too.
So what was the
Plus, I learned
actual?
way
Oh god.
more taking the actual classes the Catholic Church offers instead of just going to church. Wonders
Yeah.
of wonders when you offer a teaching children instead of preaching at them.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Um, it was actually, and this was the only caveat is I did get slightly punished. Otherwise, it would have fallen into it was mainly guilt.
Mm.
Um, I got, I had to, I was pulled out of classes and I had to write an essay about what I did. So technically, a day of in-school suspension.
Mm.
Um, me and my friends in fourth grade were we just got out of gym and we were talking and we were talking about Pokemon and made a joke about what type favorite type of Pokemon, and I went to like swing because I said Hitmonchan,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my friends just came out of nowhere and I punched him directly in the throat.
Oh. What, you punched him because he made a joke about Hitmonchan? What?
No, I made a joke and then I emphasized it with a fake punch, and he came around the corner
Oh
right
god.
as I was punching.
Oh, of course. Oh,
But
that
it's fourth
sucks.
grade. All he knew is he got hit and he's crying,
Yeah.
and adults really don't super care.
Yeah. Right
I've
or
noticed
next.
that as I've grown up. Like, they don't really care. They just get the basic story and they'll punish from there.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Um, which I think should change because I think it would change mentality in people about crime and punishment, but whatever.
Oh, it definitely should change. Like, Christ.
Like, it should I feel like punishment should be doled out like a day after when people are calmer and you can get a better story from instead
Yeah.
of being like, little boy who just got punched in the throat,
Yeah.
tell me what happened.
Because it's like there's a certain part of development when you're a baby and you're still without the ability to communicate, where you will test the adults around you to see how they react to you crying.
Hmm.
That should end after you can talk. However, if this fucking spree of anti-masking Karens has taught us anything, is that there are a slew of people who did not get past that stage of mental oh god, this is the worst time to have a brain fart when I'm talking about mental development. There we go. They haven't gotten past that stage of mental development where they think if they just scream and cry that will make people think they're right, even if there's proof that they're wrong.
I think
Yeah.
it really goes until you're like 26, honestly.
I wish it ended. I wish it ended really fucking early because that shit is obnoxious.
But I know that's not true because I've dealt with 80-year-olds throwing temper tantrums over
Yeah.
stupid shit. You work retail and you figure out this
Oh yeah.
that doesn't go away. But essentially, the whole punishment was I sat in the cafeteria and wrote an essay for the rest of the day. Like, even if I finished early, I had to just sit there.
Jeez, that's so dumb.
But mainly it was guilt because I felt so bad, and then I really liked my principal, and he was such a good dude, and the only thing he said to me was, I am disappointed in you.
Oh!
That still hurts.
Oh,
even
that...
though it is 12 to 15 years later.
That's so sad, man. Oh god, that's what my dad would fucking do to me. He really would. And I remember there was this episode of Night Court where the main character was talking about at one point when he was really young, he got arrested because he attempted to steal a car and he accidentally drove it through the front of the store that the car was parked in front of. Because he just put it in fucking drive instead of reverse. Because he was young. He was a kid. But he had to go to court because there was damages. And he didn't receive a punishment outside of his dad saying, I'm disappointed in you, Harold. And he phrased it in, when you love your father, you would rather be smacked in the face with a 2x4 than hear that kind of stuff. And I think that's the same. If you love someone, you would rather get smacked in the face with a 2x4 than to hear that they're disappointed in you.
Oh yeah, like, if you love someone or super respect someone, I think that is because I would have much rather just been like paddled or like not but suspended than just hear that phrase, because I feel like I would have gotten over it by now.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah, same. I still deal really badly with guilting. That's why, like, every manager I've ever had, I've had a bad relationship with. Not because I ever did anything bad to deserve bad stuff, and not all of them treated me badly, but I always did my best to appease them as much as possible. I went out of my way to do that because I was scared of disappointing them. Not of actually doing anything wrong, but I would spend so much time agonizing over making sure they were happy. Not just satisfied, but they were happy with me. And, oh, god damn it. We need to move on. This is the last question. 25. Number 25. What is my favorite piece of formal clothing? I have no idea, because I have seen you wear semi-formal. I don't know that I've ever seen you wear actually formal clothes.
Like, nothing black tie.
Yeah, because I've seen you in a button-up shirt and in khakis and suspenders, but I don't know that I've ever seen you do the full gear. So the only thing I could think of in terms of formal things, I feel like you would have some really nice dress shoes. That's my guess.
I do, but it is not
what I chose. What'd you choose?
Cufflinks.
Oh,
I have some
nice.
really nice handed down to me cufflinks.
Oh,
Uh,
that's
what
awesome.
one pair I can't wear anymore because we don't have the certificate, and I could get arrested.
Oh.
For those curious, it's they're ivory cufflinks,
Yeah,
African ivory, but they're
yeah,
from the early 1900s.
yeah. Before it was fucking illegal. I mean,
Yeah, so now you have to have a little certificate that says that they're.
yeah, and it's not likely you would ever be arrested for it, but there are so many better reasons to go to jail. You don't want to get that
Mm.
one asshole cop pulls you over for like a taillight being out, and they're like, "What those cufflinks made out of, huh? You got a certificate? You're ready to prove? Are you gonna die today?"
Oh, and there'd be some fucking weirdo with a camera who'd take a picture. Like they'd
Oh
see
yeah,
him try to cancel me on Twitter.
yeah.
You went
Oh
out and
man.
killed a baby elephant bare hands.
Yeah. It's a Photoshop picture of you like eating an elephant's neck.
Just head on a lion, not even good, and people still believe it.
Yeah. So, what is your guess for my favorite piece of formal attire?
Hmm. I said suit jacket.
You got it right.
Yeah, because I remember you said you like how they make you feel, and they look slimming. That's what I remember.
Yep. And yeah, I can only wear a suit jacket for a certain amount of time because it feels good when I first start wearing them. And then if anything bad happens, even if it's just a depressive swing where nothing actually causes it, I get that feeling of like, look at you sitting here in a suit jacket like you're fucking worth something. Why are you fucking lying to these people, you piece of shit? And it's like, wow. And that
Not where I
always
thought that was
happens.
gonna go.
Yeah, it always fucking happens when I wear a suit jacket for long enough. So yeah, I can't. I love it. It is specifically my black suit jacket because it was tailored and still doesn't fit. They took my measurements, they adjusted it. I paid for them to adjust it, and it still doesn't work. It still doesn't fit. It was done by a shitty ass tailor that worked in at the fucking mall for it. They were there one time. I saw them. I left it off. I came to pick up my stuff. The next time I was at the mall, they were gone.
Which is probably why they were there
Yeah.
for.
But I still love it because it's really my only good piece of formal attire. So, in our first 25 questions, you are currently in the lead with 10 points. I trail behind with 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha friend.
Flex all you want. Come this time next week on this show. You and I will face each other one more time, and I will come away with the proof that I am indeed the alpha friend, and you can bet on that, sucker!
The fact that you'll be in town for it too.
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh god, this is so nice. I'm gonna write it down on my on the file here because I don't want to get all the way down there and be like, fuck, I left a piece of paper I was writing the score on.
Yeah.
Me 9, Caleb 10. All right. So, 1 week from today, you and I will be sitting down to record the second half of this list. 6 days from today, you will be meeting me in Union Station. I am so fucking excited to see you. I cannot wait.
We're getting everything ready and prepped for you.
I do want to ask, because being there for a week, I'm gonna have to shower at some point. I know the shower in your mom's bathroom does not work, nor would I probably fit in it. Um, do you want me to keep my shower stuff in like a bag and bring it into the bathroom every time I use it, or can I just leave my shower
You
stuff
can
in
leave
the
it
shower?
there.
Okay, cool. Do you let your dogs in the bathroom?
They do go in there because the door is more of a honorary thing.
Mm-hmm.
The house settled so it doesn't line up, so you can technically just push it open.
Uh-huh.
But they don't get into anything,
Okay, because I use a
honestly.
loofah now, and
Oh
that can
yeah,
look.
my loofah is down. Like they've never touched it.
Oh, okay, good, good. I'm because I'm planning on buying a whole new loofah because I don't want to transport an old loofah for 12
Yeah,
hours in a train. Like, no.
no, I get that.
Cool.
Yeah, no, the only thing they really do, and this is the weirdest thing I learned about these dogs.
Yeah.
They like the taste of vinegar, and I use that to clean my toilet. So you might see them just walk in there licking the toilet.
That's disgusting.
Not the inside, not even like drinking the water, not like the lit, like just the side of the toilet, just sitting there. And I'm
Mm.
like, what the? It's always the day after I clean it too. No one's used it, wiped it off, and they're just sitting there, just doo doo.
All right. Well, whatever.
Send them
Whatever.
off because they're dumbass dogs.
Ah,
But I
man.
love them, and
Oh yeah.
they
Um,
don't they don't super lick anyone, so you don't have to worry about that.
that's good. What about shoes? Because I know you don't like people walking wearing shoes throughout your house.
As long as
Um,
your shoes aren't like muddy or dirty, you're fine to wear them
okay. Because
in the house.
I was planning on just leaving them in the bedroom unless I was gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly okay.
Awesome, awesome. I'm trying to see if there's anything else because other than the occasional blip of conversation here or there, the next time that I'll be talking to you verbally is when I'm there. Like, it's,
The next words we might speak to each other are, "Welcome, it's good to
yeah.
see you again."
Oh man, mm, I'm just really excited. I, 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 I have been. We've been talking about this ever since before I left,
Yeah, because we were
and
trying to figure out how you can visit, what the cheapest ways back and
yeah,
forth were.
yeah, and
Cheapest and
I'm
comfortable, because technically
yeah.
the cheapest is going to be the bus, but fuck the bus.
Fuck that. I I'm really excited for the train cuz like it it's a nice easy pace. There's a lot of places I can go. I can get up and walk around.
Oh, I
Um
also wanted to mention
yeah.
I don't know if you get motion sick easy,
No,
but
not usually.
if you start to feel sick, make sure you're facing the correct way in the train, like where the train's going, because sometimes sitting backwards makes you sick.
Oh, okay. Cuz yeah, there one of the places is the observation deck where it's just a whole cart of fucking seats facing the big ass glass windows and um I'm planning on recording as much as I can in the next few days to try to get as much stuff to edit because that's basically how I'm planning on passing the time.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm planning on either sitting in the dining car or in the observation deck or even at my seat because I'll have a fucking outlet there. And trying to edit as much as possible. But I'm excited for the train, you know, because I like seeing the traveling and the the landscapes moving and all that other stuff. But I don't like doing it on the road
hmm,
because you're moving really fast, and even as the navigator, you're
you have
right
something to
there.
do.
Yeah. But on a train, you are not responsible for any part of the journey other than getting on and off at the correct times. And
And
yeah,
even then, it'll do that for you.
yeah, they'll
They go
like
through to make sure people aren't
yeah,
like you didn't buy a ticket for nowhere for middle of nowhere Nebraska and are still taking this train to Kansas City.
That's something I wanted to ask, because, like, one of the concerns I have is if I want to take a nap, I don't know how many places this train is going to be stopping between here and there, but will they...
if you leave your ticket out, or you could talk to the conductor.
Okay. That's... I mean, I don't want to leave my ticket out because someone could take it. But, of course, I also have a copy of it on my phone. Do I need to have a printout version, or will my phone version work?
I think your phone version will work, but again, it's something you can talk to the conductor/ticket taker, because they'll come through to punch your ticket or
and it would be
see it.
Yeah, it would be better to have a printout just in case. You never know. Yeah, I'm excited.
It's been a while since I've taken the train, so it might have changed. So
yeah, especially during COVID
all I
stuff.
know is this is something you don't have to worry about. But I've seen people now saying that they can take the train, and a lot of these super entitled people are now taking the train. Unlike aeroplanes and buses, a train conductor can kick you out at any moment, no matter where you are.
Really?
Yes, if you are a giant cunt to the conductor, he can get the train to stop, even not at a station, and he can kick you out and leave you.
That's amazing.
I've had friends who got too drunk on a train in Texas, and they were left in the middle of a field in Oklahoma.
That's fucking funny.
Some conductors will not take your shit, and they will exert their power to leave you someplace.
That's good, because that's I spend a lot of time on TikTok, and man, every time a fucking Karen video comes up, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It's just gonna make me mad. But do I scroll away? No.
Same.
God.
Like I'll even hit the comments and I'm like, I shouldn't read the comments because they're gonna be like some douchey Richards and Karen's kids that are supporting this woman.
Yep, but you still look, and it's God. But no, I'm really excited for the train. I hope that I don't have any like back or problems, because it looks like, I remember I was going to say, because of COVID, they're running at like 10% capacity. So
so you won't even have to deal with a lot of people.
No, because I deliberately chose a ticket for the middle of the week so there would be less people, and now there's going to be even less people, and so yeah, I'm anyway, I'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and end this episode. I'm Jesus, this is weird. It feels like so much is about to happen, and yet nothing's happening at all right now. Yeah, that
yeah, I get
that calm before the storm thing, but like the storm's a good thing, but like I don't know.
You see the rain clouds on the horizon, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, as for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for listening and tuning in. I know there's been a lot of all of the above retros coming out. The series finale of which will be coming out soon. Finally, we'll have gone through and edited out all the songs for the very first season of All of the Above back in 2014. But I know for a lot of people that's just like, oh, every fucking day there's more All of the Above. What the hell? Like, yeah, it's been a lot, but I really hope y'all have enjoyed it. And this will be continuing for however long we feel like doing it. And I hope you enjoy this too. And I'm going to go to the bathroom. So thank y'all very much for watching this episode of All of the Above. I'm Viv.
And I'm Caleb.
And we will see you next week when we're together and we're recording in person. Oh, I'm so excited.
In person.
Ah!
maybe if Viv doesn't die first. So
Yeah, man, wouldn't it be my fucking luck? I've been waiting for a fucking year to do this goddamn trip, and then I finally just keel over like at the last minute. Ugh. Anyway, bye.
bye.